Welcome guys to the first Smart Sea Society YouTube video. Really glad to have you all here. My name is Chapido. I'm one of the co-founders of Smart Sea Society, and we're gonna start this investing series this Wednesday. And we're gonna show you how you can make profits in this NFT market based on the Smart Sea Society tools. So if you don't know us yet, we have AI-driven tools that are connected to our NFT. So if you want to use them, if you want to access the platform, you gotta buy a Smart Sea Society NFT. And actually our community members are already using the tools to make really nice profits, especially in this kind of bearish market. It's really useful to have tools like these. But we got a lot of questions like, hey guys, how do you use the tools? I just bought your NFT, or I maybe want to buy your NFT. But I want you to show me like how I can actually use this to my own benefit and how I can make profits based off it. So that's why we started this YouTube channel. It's really nice to see you all excited for it. Already gained a lot of subscribers without posting anything. But yeah, like I said, every Wednesday we're gonna make some nice videos for you guys. And today we're starting off with the first one. So let's hop into it. As you can see, I'm here at our platform and we've got the collection Primates. And if you have been following the market the last week, then you know how Primates have been doing, and really they have been doing amazing. And actually we tweeted about this as well. With our tools, you could have seen this pump coming. Obviously a lot of people, a lot of influencers are always gonna tell you like, oh man, I saw this coming, I bought this NFT early, this and that. So it's really easy to say, obviously, but I'm not only going to show you how you could have seen this with Primates, but I'm also going to show you how you can see like the next Primates in the future as well. So let's dive into it. We've got the 7-day chart here. As you can see here, the listed count went up a lot and then it went down significantly. So we're gonna look at the listed count, we're gonna look at the Twitter mentions, and we're gonna look at the floor price. The volume is not that relevant for now, so we're gonna click that one out. And as you can see here, we've got nice 3 lines. So what do you want to check when you're looking at the next Primates pump? Well, first of all, you can see here, like I told you, the listed count was very high. So 3,000 listed and the floor price was 3.3. Then the listed count went all the way down to 1,724, and that was in one day. As you can see, the floor price went up a little bit as well, from 3.3 to 4.3, but the listed count decrease was way more significant. And besides that, you could also see the mention count went up from 25,000 to 42,000. So that's crazy as well. That's what you want to be looking at. You want to be looking at that combination of listed count decrease and Twitter mentioned increase. If you got both of them, you've got the golden duo, and that's what you want. And of course at the floor price. So if the floor price went up already a lot, then maybe you've missed the pump. But right here you can see actually that you would have been on time if you would have bought in here. And even afterwards, it went from 1,724 to 980 listed, and the floor price went up quite a lot as well. So at this point, I wouldn't be sure if I jumped in. That's up to you, of course, because mentions went up a little bit from 42,000 to 44. But as you can see, we all know it went up all the way from here. And that's because the listed count decrease was really significant as well here. So that's what you want to be looking at. I'm also going to show you the 24-hour graph that's on our Twitter as well. And that can actually show you a bit more like the real-time data and how you can actually look at these graphs yourself when you're looking at the last 24 hours. So as you can see here, we went from 2,600 to, what is it, maybe 1,700. And you can see here the floor price went up from about 3 to 4. So that's like 30%, and this decrease is a lot more. So that's what you really want to be looking at, and these Twitter mentions went up with it as well. So that's really great, and if you see this, it's a really good buy-in point. So how can we actually see the next Primates pump coming? I'm going to show you guys. If we go down, we've got the table here, and as you can see, I've already sorted it at something, and that's listed count. So you can see here the last 3 hours, last 24 hours, 7 days, whatever you want. And what we want to do is, you can do multiple things, but for now we're going to do 24 hours. And we're going to select, so not absolute, but we're going to look at the percentage change. As you can see here, we've got a 36% listed count decrease in Zenzuku. We've got quite significant numbers in Shroud, Urban, IO Pass as well. And that's what we want to be looking at. Like I told you, we want to be looking at the combination of the listed count decrease and the Twitter mentions increase. So as we can see here, Senzoku, we can put it in the graph as well. The listed count went down a lot, from 140 to 81, but let's look at the mentions. Mentions went up a little bit, but not too much. But let's see it in the graph. We're gonna look at 24 hours. So this is what you wanna do, guys. Like afterwards, we wanna look at the 7-day graph and we can see like more data. But if we wanna be trading real time, we wanna look at that 24-hour graph, because then you can really see those trends. So as you can see here, let's put volume away again. You can see today the listed count at the beginning of the day was 134, and right now it's 83. And the floor price has gone from 11 sol to 10.5. So it actually went down, which is quite weird actually. But that's actually a really good sign. So it looks like the listed count decrease hasn't told like the floor price yet that they're decreasing. So it doesn't really have the mentions though. As you can see, it's quite stable, it's not too much. But if you know the project Senzoku, I don't think it's a high project. I think it's quite a low supply as well. So there's less community bonding and less Twitter hype. But since these listed counts numbers have been so significant, I think we can make the trade based off that. Like it's more ideal to see both of those factors, but if you have one already, that could be quite good as well. So let's go to Magic Eden, let's grab one up, and let's see where it goes. So we're at Magic Eden, and as you can see already, the total list count has gone to 82. Normally, we want to see some activity as well, especially if you have like a supply of 5k, 10k, you want to see like quite a lot of activity. Right now, we've got an collection of 888, so that's really low supply, so it's less relevant. Of course, there's got to be some sales today, otherwise it's probably not going to moon. But for me, the listed count drop from 135 to 82 is really crazy, so we're going to buy one and we're going to see where it goes. We just bought our Zenzoku, and I'm going to check back with you guys in like a day or two to see if this call was actually a good one. Right now we've been looking at 24 hours, and that's what I like to do, because I want to see if like these listed count numbers and mention count numbers have been doing steadily and healthy over the last few days. And if it happens that a listed count has gone down steadily from like 130 to 87, or if mentions has gone up steadily as well, then that's what I like to do. And then I like to buy an NFT and maybe hold it for 1 or 2 days, check back at the Smart Society platform again. Maybe if listed count increases too much, then obviously I want to sell it again. Same goes for a decrease of mention. So you got to really be on top of it and make sure that also be okay to take your losses, because maybe it wasn't the best call for you, and then just go on to the next one. But if you want to be more like a day trader, you can also look at the 1 hour data and look at the listed count drops there. You can also do it with mentions, but it's a bit harder since a lot of times these increases have been going from 1 to 32, so obviously it's a big increase. But if you scroll through, like you can see here, like you can see those, that's a bit more healthy and a bit more useful to look at. But yeah, that's also one way to go about it, to look at the 1 hour statistics, or maybe 3 hours, whatever feels pleasant to you. Maybe if you really want to hold for a long time, you can also look at 7 days. Just the way you like to prefer trading, that's really what it comes down to. But this is the way we're going to do it, and I'm going to check back with you guys to see if we made some profit. But this is really how you can use these tools to your advantage. So we're back at Magic Eden at the Zenzoku NFT page, and you can see the floor price is gone up till 13.8. So it's been about 2 days since we made the acquisition and the call, and you can see that we made about 30% profit right here. So that's really nice. especially if you can do that with multiple acquisitions and multiple projects. Then that's for 2 days, that's a really nice profit, obviously. So we're gonna sell ours. If we look at the graph of Senzoku, you can actually see in the last 24 hours that it has been on 15.4 as well. So we could have sold for even more. So that's my tip to you guys. What we didn't do right now is that you can actually, if you buy it and you feel confident, but you don't want to hold it for like a month or something, you just want to make some quick profits, you can already set a floor price at like the profit you are comfortable with. So let's say you want 40%, you could have already put it at like 14.5 and it would have been sold already while we were sleeping. So that's obviously crazy. Right now you can see we've listed it for 14.3. That's what we're comfortable with. We made that 40% profit right then. And as you can see, the listed count is still lower than when we have bought it. So it's still a bullish factor. So I believe it's going to go up there to 14.3 soon. So that's it for this week, guys. We've showed you how to see the next Primates pump coming. And we actually made 30% profit in 2 days only with just one project. So that's really nice. And if you want to use these tools for yourself, make sure to buy a SmartC NFT and you can access our platform. We've got the links in the description to both the Magic Eden marketplace, but also to our platform. And you can make these calls yourself. Hop into our Discord as well, because you can discuss with our community members what calls you're going to make. And what do you see pumping in the next few days or few hours even. So thank you for listening in to our first YouTube video, guys. It was a pleasure making it. Hopefully you know how to trade right now with the SmartC Society NFTs. And hopefully you're going to do it yourself and make some real nice profits here. Like I told you, every Wednesday there's going to be a new video with us showing you how to make profit with the SmartC Society tools. So if you have suggestions about specific videos you would like us to do, either with our tools or maybe with some other general investing tools, make sure to put it in the comments and we'll look at it, guys. And we'll see you next week.